everyone, this is me, Randy, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how I store and display my video games as well as my video game consoles and handhelds. So I hope that you all enjoy the video, and let's begin. So this is the top of my cube organizer, and as you can see here, I have a ton of official plush toys. I just want to hurry up and mention that there is nothing on the bottom row of the cube organizer, so I'm going to ignore that section here. But first off, I have is one of my 3 Nintendo sections. So here's my boxed Nintendo Wii, Wii U, and Switch games, as well as my only boxed Super Nintendo game. And there is one of the few perler bead arts that I have here that I made. And then moving down to the second cube for this first section, I have is my Sega shelf. So I have my Mega Drive game, which is World of Illusion, my Sega Genesis games, my Sonic perler bead art, my North American and Japanese Sega Saturn games, as well as my Japanese and, well, just the Japanese Sega Dreamcast games. I actually just recently sold my only 2 North American Dreamcast games. And here is my Sega Saturn Nemdroid. I was about to say perler bead art. It's actually a Nemdroid. So this is it for the first section. For the second section here, I have more of my Nintendo games. CD holder, and those have the rest of my Nintendo Wii and GameCube games that are not in boxes. Here is my KK Slider World of Nintendo figure, and here is a Mario toy from McDonald's. And moving on to the second cube for this section here, I have a few miscellaneous items here. I have official books and manuals. I have 2 Funko Pop figures, one of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider and the other from Mega Man. It is of Rush. Then I have a couple of DVDs here that are video game based. My 1-Up Mushroom perler bead art, and then here is a art piece that I did back when I was in high school, and it is a realistic Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's a Invincible box that I made there. So that is it for this second section. Here is the last section for my video game display here. So as you can see here, there are my Game Boy Advance and original Game Boy games in their cases. Here are my Nintendo DS games, and the only Nintendo DS game that I do not have boxed and complete is the legendary Starfy. Here is the rest of my Super Nintendo games right here, and then that is a All Japan Pro Wrestling Super Famicom game there. And here's another toy of Mario from McDonald's. And then moving on to the very last cube here, this is my PlayStation and Xbox section. So here are a few of my original PlayStation games, and as you can see here, I have the highly sought after and very expensive Tomba. And here are my PlayStation 2 games. The only game that I do not have that is box incomplete is Dark Cloud 2. And then here are the few, or as I should say 2, Xbox 360 games that I have currently with me. I actually do own a Xbox 360, but it is not with me at the time, as well as the rest of my Xbox 360 games. So these are the only 2 games that I have on me at the moment. Here is a Guile from Street Fighter, Bag Charm, the other Nendroid that I own, it is of Kirby, and I believe this is from the Superstar era. Next up I have a Ryu and a Blanca small Funko figures. And then lastly I have is a original Mega Man figure. This is my entertainment console, and this is where I store and display my video game consoles and handhelds. So starting off over here, I have my Nintendo Switch Lite, my Nintendo DSi, my Nintendo Game Boy Advance, And lastly, my Nintendo Wii U gamepad. And I just want to mention that all of the consoles and handhelds that I own are all North American region and they are not modded. So starting off with this first row, or as I like to call it, my Sega row, I have my Sega Genesis Model 2, my Sega Saturn with my Action Replay Plus, and then my Sega Dreamcast. And moving on to the second and bottom row, I have my black Nintendo Wii U, my Nintendo GameCube, my PS2 Slim, and last but not least I have is my Super Nintendo. And that is it for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed this video here. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I really love how I have my video games and my consoles and handhelds set up and displayed. It is so pretty. I have so much room to grow my collection, and it just makes me so happy seeing my games displayed, and I hope that you all enjoyed this video as well. As always, this has been me, Randy. I will see and talk to you all in the next video, and as always, take care.